There are moments when everything you trust breaks apart in your hands. Dreams fade, prayers feel unanswered, and your heart whispers, "Where are you?" You wait, but heaven seems silent. And in that silence, your faith begins to tremble. But silence is not absence. The divine has not turned away. He is working in ways you cannot yet see. The pain that feels like abandonment, but deep in that darkness, it is coming alive. So too with you. The pain you feel today is often the space where transformation begins. When a seed is buried, it disappears.
And it is the soil of becoming. The divine does not rush healing. He rebuilds it quietly,
Layer by layer, moment by moment. Each breath you take through the ache is a sacred act of faith.
Every tear you've cried is not wasted. It is watering the new life being formed inside you.
The silence you fear is not a punishment. It is a classroom. It is where the divine teaches your soul.
How to hear what the world cannot say. Stay there. Do not run from the quiet. It is the sound of your spirit being remade. One day, you'll look back and realize that silence wasn't empty. It was full of healing, waiting to bloom.
Pain is not the enemy. It is the doorway through which light enters. Every scar tells a story, not of defeat, but of resurrection. When you were broken, the divine didn't leave you there. He sat beside your pain, quietly rewriting your strength. Have become the rivers that now carry your wisdom. When the divine seems silent, he is listening more closely than ever. When you feel unseen, he is watching over every breath. You asked for strength, and he sent storms to build it. You prayed for faith, and he let the foundation shake, so you could see what was unshakable within you. That's what divine love looks like. It doesn't always rescue, it restores. You are being reshaped, refined, renewed, not by miracles that come from outside, but by courage being born within you. When your heart breaks, don't hide the pieces. Hold them up to the light. That is how grace enters.
Every wound is a window. Every silence is a sentence in the story of your becoming. You are not forgotten, and you are being written.
Healing is not about going back to who you were before the pain. It's about becoming. There are seasons when he feels far, but in truth, he is standing so close.
Who you were meant to be because of it. The divine never promised a life without pain. He promised his presence in it.
That your breath and his are one. You thought the silence was rejection, it was preparation. You thought the delay was denial. It was timing. You thought the pain was punishment, it was rebirth.
Every ending you mourned was a beginning disguised. Every unanswered prayer
was grace written in another language. Look at you now, still standing, still breathing, still learning to love after loss. That is proof enough that the divine never left. The silence has taught you something louder than words, that peace is not found in answers, but in trust. You are healing not because the pain is gone, but because you've learned how to live with open hands.
And as you walk forward, may your heart remember this. The divine works best not in noise. You are not broken anymore. You are becoming whole in a new way.
After pain comes silence, and after silence comes something even softer, trust. Not the old kind of trust,
the one that depended on everything going right, but a new trust. The divine does not heal you so you can go back. He heals you so you can begin again, and a heart that listens more deeply. You once thought healing meant forgetting the hurt. Without fear, it means walking past the place that once made you tremble and realizing your soul.
The silence that once scared you has become your teacher. You no longer rush to fill it.
You begin to see that life is not about control. It is about cooperation.
Something divine. There will still be storms. But now, when they come, you won't beg them to stop. Not the old kind of trust.
You'll whisper, "Teach me." And in that whisper, you'll find a power the old you never had. Not the old kind of trust.
The power to stand still in the middle of change and know that peace is not the absence of pain. So trust again, not because life is safe, but because you are no longer afraid of falling. The divine doesn't promise that. Nothing will break. He promises that nothing will be wasted. Even the cracks in your heart, let the light through. Trust is the sound your soul makes when it remembers where it came from. Once, your prayers were filled with requests. Give me this, fix that, take away my pain. Now, your prayers sound different. Now they begin with gratitude, because you've seen what silence can build. You've seen how loss can shape you into someone more awake, more tender, more real. You start to notice grace in small things, the warmth of sunlight, a stranger's smile, the way your heart beats even when you. Gratitude becomes your language. Not because everything is perfect, but because everything is meaningful. When you are thankful for what broke you, you know healing has done its work. The divine doesn't need your perfection. He needs your presence. And gratitude is presence in its purest form. It's how you say, "I'm listening," without using words. So when life feels ordinary, say thank you. When it feels unfair, say thank you. When it feels overwhelming, still say thank you. Because gratitude turns pain into wisdom, and wisdom turns silence into peace. Your life itself becomes a prayer not spoken upward, but lived outward. And in that quiet gratitude,
There comes a moment when healing turns into awakening. When what once felt heavy now feels holy. You no longer ask, "Why did this happen to me?" You begin to ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" The divine has walked with you.
and you'll realize you were never waiting for miracles. You were the miracle all along.
And now you begin to see you were never walking to him, and you were walking with him.
The path you took, the menace, with all its pain and pauses, was not punishment. It was preparation. You were being stretched so you could hold more light. Now that you've healed, the question is no longer, "Why me?" It is, "How can I serve?" Has become the place where others now find peace. Your life becomes a lantern, not perfect, but shining because of its cracks. And as you keep walking, you realize the divine never stopped working. He was building strength where you felt broken. Because when you are healed, you become a healer not with miracles, but with presence. The same silence that once scared you has become the place where others now find peace because of its cracks. And as you keep walking, you realize the divine never stopped working. He was building strength where you felt broken, and wisdom where you felt weak. Now you stand here, a living reflection of grace. You have walked through pain,
Through silence, through surrender, and you have come out luminous. The journey isn't over,
but you no longer walk afraid. You walk in light. And that was what the silence was for.